Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Desert Adventures in Arizona, live from the Ironwood Forest National Monument here in southern Arizona. Hope you're all doing well. We've got a few folks in here. Let me see. Hawkins Family Adventure. Good morning, Sandra. She was first in the house this morning. Traveling Merton and Sue. Good morning. Good morning. Diane Phoenix is here. Thank you, Diane. And we have the small town tourist from Mesa, Arizona. How are you folks doing? Dream on Wheels. That's Yanni. Good morning. Good morning. There they are. There's Traveling Merton and Sue. They just started doing live streams. So if you haven't checked them out yet, go check out their channel. There are a couple that live, I think, in Massachusetts. And they just started their journey on YouTube, doing a little RVing, and recently started their live streams. All right, let me catch up on the chat here. I mistakenly thought that Travis was on Dream on Wheels, but that's the boss. That's Yanni right there. She sent Travis to work as she should. All right, so I was asking, I almost was late because I was chatting with everybody. I was asking small town tourists if they got any rain up there in Mesa, Arizona. You know, we're in our monsoon season right now, and everybody is watching for rain. And the storms typically are small, compact storms that dump a lot of rain in a small area. And it looks like storms missed them yesterday, just like they missed us. We got a few sprinkles, but not a whole lot. There's Tracy. Tracy's in Virginia. Good morning, Tracy. Thank you for stopping in. Hope you're doing well. Tracy used to live here in the Tucson area. Love the intro. Thank you very much, Yanni. Yanni, it's works pretty well. There's Brene. Fairy Dust. Good morning. Thank you for being here. And we have Tracy in the house. Good morning, Tracy. Thank you very much. Really appreciate everybody taking time out of their morning, their Monday morning, to stop in and say hello. Thank you for the moderators. Appreciate you, Diane, and all the rest of the mods in the house. And look at this. We've got Mo Bang for your bucks. Good morning, Tim. Thank you for being here. My gosh, he's rocking YouTube over there. If you haven't checked his channel out, he does a van build on his van. He does a low budget van build, and a great channel. And I think he's on the road right now. He was visiting a lake, and I don't know where that lake is, but maybe he can share that. But thanks, Tim, for being here. Appreciate it very much. There's Michelle. Hello, Michelle. Thank you for coming in. Everybody's saying hello. There's Tim saying hello. Oh, Tracy lost her phone. So a lot of YouTubers and people who watch YouTube watch on their phones, which is pretty convenient when you're out traveling and you do have to have a pretty decent connection. And there's Roy and Becky's Travels. Good morning, guys. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. We're heading up to Flagstaff later on today. Right after the live stream here, I'm going to take Starlink down, pack it into the RV, and we're going to take it up to the National Forest up in the Flagstaff area, camp out in the area where Roy and Becky is, and kind of try to show them how it works. They're thinking about getting a setup, and I'm really happy with it, and it works well, and we're going to test it up there in the forest. I enabled the mobile capability for an extra $25, and so we're going to try it out, see how it works. Everybody's saying hello. So last Monday, I had some questions for everybody. It was crazy facts that prove that truth is stranger than fiction. So I thought I would throw a few more questions out today, and we'll do that here in a few minutes. But let's start off with a weather report here. Out loading the RV this morning, and it's 60% humidity, which is unheard of here in the desert. And I'm dripping in sweat, and I'm not used to that. Hey Siri, what's the weather here?
It's currently partly cloudy and 81 degrees. Expect clear skies starting tonight. Today's high will be 97 degrees, and the low will be 75 degrees.
97. That's not too bad. We're underneath 100 anyway. That's a good day when we're under 100. But, oh, that's okay, Sandra. Just glad to see you're here. Hope you're doing well. Don't worry about it. There's Kenny. Thank you, Kenny. Appreciate you being here. Everybody's saying hello. Kenny fell asleep at, okay, he must have been on a live stream last night doing a late night. Thank you, Sandra. Appreciate that. Appreciate the support. If you can hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed, it certainly does help. Yeah, we're looking forward to spending probably 5 to 7 days is typically what we do, is we'll travel out, and Roy and Becky are great people. We enjoy hanging out with them. They have a great channel. They do live streams every morning at 10 o'clock Arizona time. So be sure to pop over there this morning. We're going to be on the road headed to Flagstaff, so we probably won't be there. Okay, Sandra, thanks for stopping in, and you have a great day. So Tim says 80% of people watch YouTube on their phone. Yeah, the 4K stuff takes a while to upload for sure. Now, if you have a 4K phone, I don't know if you can upload it, but I know my phone, my iPhone 12 takes 4K, but it does take a lot of room. Yeah, a lot of humidity here. We're 60% right now, and today they say it's only a 20% chance of rain, so that probably means we're going to get slammed today. Okay, Merton and Sue, thank you. Appreciate you being here. Drive safe. Yeah, small town tourist. Doesn't it seem like the humidity is higher this year than it normally is? It sure is down here. Okay, so Tracy says in Norfolk, Virginia, 75 here now, highest 77 today. Boy, oh boy. You know, I think Roy said up in the mountains in Flagstaff, it's high 70s and low in the 50s at night. Fairy Dust says currently 72, highs today of 95. Roy's got a switch hot spots out. And where Roy is, his internet is pretty sketchy up there. So somebody just texted me and said they're watching me. I wonder if that's my sister. 72, Diane says, heading to 80 with 89% humidity. Oh, there's the story. I fell asleep on Rivers live last night, Kenny says. There's Loves. Good morning, Loves, all the way from the Philippines. Thank you very much for stopping in. Hope you're doing well. Caitlin, oh my gosh. I got a text from my granddaughter who is watching my live stream. Wow, I'm impressed. Thank you, Caitlin, for being here, sweetie. Love you. Caitlin, aren't you supposed to be in school? You better not get in trouble. Yeah, Michelle, it is possible to do, but it's not easy, I know. Tagging everybody. Tracy says, same weather as you, fairy dust in eastern Oregon, very dry. Now, eastern Oregon is like not desert, but a lot drier than the coast, I've heard. Any chance you'll make it up to the Grand Canyon while you're in Flagstaff? No, probably not. Not this trip. We did go to the Grand Canyon a couple years ago when COVID kicked off, and about all we could do was walk around the overlooks. We couldn't go into the gift shop or anything. Yeah, but we want to go back there sometime. Typically, it's while we're heading north. We like to spend a couple weeks up in northeastern Iowa with my sister, and typically we'll stop there and visit the Grand Canyon while we're on the way. Unfortunately, I have to spend the day mowing and trimming this big yard. Yeah, Tracy, I remember living in Virginia. Boy, that grass grows like an inch a day. Well, I'm glad that Kenny woke up in time for my live stream. And we have, is that Siegel Media? Good morning. Thank you very much for being here. Hope you're doing well. All right, so here's the report from Roy. He's up in the trees where we're headed, where it's nice and cool. It's going to be 97 here today. It's 60 up there. Well, I guess we better throw a hoodie in because that's cold for us. But 95% humidity is not bad when it's 60 degrees. All right, Michelle says sunny, high of 79. It's going to be beautiful here in Columbus, Ohio. That's perfect weather. My wife, Oki, thinks 79 and 80 is just about right. Yeah, it does grow fast. I remember. We lived on a military base there in Langley Air Force Base, and you had to keep that stuff mowed constantly. Every weekend I was mowing and trimming out there. All right, so Ava Potterfield's not feeling well. She normally has a live stream at 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock Arizona time, and she's been ill the last few days. I think Thursday and Friday she canceled, and she canceled her live this morning. And so keep Ava in your thoughts, please. I'm not sure what ails her, but we want to keep her in our thoughts and prayers, and wish her well. Hopefully she gets better quickly and she's back She's back in the saddle doing her live streams again. Yeah. So if you recall, last Monday I talked about one of the questions, the crazy facts that prove truth is stranger than fiction. Potato chips are one of the food items that make, let me read this. Potato chips cause more weight gain than any other food. Potato chips. Now, this is a tortilla chip. Maybe it's not quite as fattening. I don't know. Little salt. Yeah, that's good stuff. So I'm going to put those aside today, and I'm going to eat these. I didn't see these on the list. These are the donut holes. Let me check my list. No, donut holes aren't on the list for making people fat, so it must be okay to eat. Mmm. So let me go back to my list here. Crazy facts that prove that truth is stranger than fiction. So while we're eating, saliva is helping us to digest our food, right? Chew it up and swallow it and digest it. Did you know the average person produces about 2 liters of saliva per day? 2 liters. That's, if you think of the soda bottles that you can buy in the store, each one of those is a liter, the tall ones. I can't think of producing 2 liters of saliva per day. Guess what? By the time you're 80 years old, boy, I hope I live to be 80, your saliva produced can fill a swimming pool 2 times. 2 times, folks. Did you know that? See, you come here to Desert Adventures, you learn something. I'm starting your week off right. What else we got? That was number 1. Number 2, did you know an octopus has 3 hearts? 3 hearts. An octopus has 3 hearts. 2 hearts pump blood to the gills, while 1 heart pumps blood to the rest of the body. And octopus have blue blood. Did you know that? 3 hearts. Just another crazy fact that proved that truth is stranger than fiction. Boy, you guys are going to be so smart by the end of this live stream. You'll have some facts to impress all your friends and your family. Yeah, I know I need a bib, huh? Especially with this black shirt. Oh, my lunch, not healthy, not, she says. Well, it's not on the list. Did you know that high heels, nobody wears high heels anymore, do they? But did you know that high heels were originally designed for men? I didn't know that. I've seen women wearing high heels and some, well, kind of women that used to be men. High heels were originally designed for men. Back in the 10th century, now we're talking some history here, Persian horseback riders wore high heels. The heel helped secure their stance so he could shoot his bow and arrow more easily. So I'm thinking that it wasn't a high heel the way that we think that women wear it, but something to where they can sit in the saddle and hook their foot down there and stand up and be stable to shoot the bow and arrow. Good morning, KT Spirit. Thanks for coming in. We're learning some cool stuff today. Yeah, some confused people wear high heels. Yeah. High heels in the desert? No, probably not a good idea. Not a good idea. Unless you're stomping on rattlesnakes, then they might work for that. Tracy says, I thought maybe it was a French thing. Men in high heels. Yeah, could be. Could be. Definitely not in the desert. Oh, here's fact number 4. Again, part of our learning this Monday morning in the Ironwood Forest National Monument. Did you know that eating polar bear liver will kill you? Polar bear liver. Polar bear liver, and I don't like liver, so I would never touch it anyway, causes lethal vitamin A toxicity in your system. So it gives you too much vitamin A and it makes you sick. Yeah. Well, no worries there. I'll never eat polar bear. Tracy says, I've heard that. Wait a minute. Did Ron Darrell sneak in here? There he is. Good morning, Ron. Ron, I was packing the RV last night. We're headed up to see Roy and Becky up at Flagstaff, so I didn't make it live. Maybe I'll jump on there tonight if I can stay up long enough. Yeah, I think maybe they had toll horses wearing high heels to ride your horse. That's just crazy. Everybody welcoming. Yeah, Tracy said she heard that. Polar bear liver. Yeah, that's kind of my sentiments exactly. Polar bear would kill you to keep his liver. Yeah. Yeah, Ron, there's some advice for you, buddy. Don't eat polar bear liver. Michelle says, look at the people wearing high heels and think about how the heck you can walk in those. Torture. I can imagine. High heels definitely make the legs look nice. I guess that's why women wear them, right? Oh, Ron says he wasn't on. Okay, Ron took a night off last night, so there's Lillian. Good morning, Lillian. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for stopping in. So KT Spirit says, bet someone would be arrested for killing a polar bear, unless they were indigenous people with rights. Yeah, very likely, because last I looked, we don't have polar bears down here in this part of the world. I think they're only up at the South Pole and the North Pole, right? We would be on the polar bear menu for sure. I heard they're pretty mean. And the fishermen up there have to watch them very closely. Lillian checking in on Michelle. It is torture. I don't wear them anymore. I'm too old for that now. You just don't see, of course, I don't run in circles where women are dressing up anymore. The women I hang out with are usually other than my wife, or with us YouTubers and friends in the neighborhood, and there's nobody around here wearing heels for sure. Okay, yeah, we have an opinion here. I'll bet a man invented high heels. Very likely, Michelle. Very likely. I don't know if it's true, but I heard a man invented the bra. Maybe you women can weigh in on that. Yeah, every action movie in the 80s, women ran in high heels and they always fell at least once. Yeah, that's true, Tracy. I hadn't thought of that. And I like to watch old Western movies. I don't know if they had high heels back then. They don't really show, they have long flowing dresses, but I'm not sure about high heels. Okay, so here's the excuse from Ron. A friend of mine had a fuse box get fried, no AC, so help get it running. Okay, Ron. All right, that's why you weren't on last night. Hopefully you got it fixed. Yeah, I worked for the electric co-op here and I was a technician, and quite a bit during the summertime when everybody is running their AC, that's when things like that happen. The AC dies, or your panel burns up, or you have a breaker or a fuse burn up, and then you've got to deal with it. And of course, it's the worst time of year to have to deal with that kind of stuff when you need it the most. Well, Michelle, hopefully you feel better soon. Yeah, Ron's a good guy. Okay, Roy says Dolly Parton was sporting some really high heels this weekend at Dollywood with Willie Nelson. Now, that's a classy lady right there. Dolly Parton, she is a classy lady. Okay, Tracy, so you don't know for sure. I wouldn't be surprised. Kind of sounds reasonable, huh? Now, KT Spirit, I think that's true. I think a man invented the bikini. Yep, preventing sagging jugs worldwide. Oh, I hope my granddaughter's back in school and not watching. She's 10 years old. She understands. But Caitlin, you study hard if you're still watching. Don't get in trouble. Corset anyone. Yeah, that was real popular back in the Western times, right? In the late 1800s, early 1900s. Too bad women didn't invent the monogram. Sweating and working, it can be hot and be nerve wracking. Yeah, I know, Ron. I've been there. We had people in bad situations, especially elderly people that had their air conditioning go out or their power would go out. And we show up there and they're like, come on, can somebody help me? And, with a electric utility, you're limited as to what you can do, but we did our best to help them. Yeah, Dolly's definitely a cool lady. Oh, man probably invented the birthday suit first before anything else. That could be, Roy. Uh-oh, we have some shenanigans going on. There's some shenanigans going on here. No worries, Lillian. No worries at all. Okay, so Ron's helping his neighbor. This lady's in her 80s. Okay. So, Ron, did you get it taken care of and get her back in power? And hopefully, there's your answer, the Iron Maiden. Man invented the gossip mask. There's one on display in the museum in Tombstone. Never heard of that, Roy. The gossip mask. So it must be a shenanigans here? Of course not. Okay, the C crud's been around and working an essential job. This is the first time getting. Okay, so Michelle's got the big C19 crud, so it's definitely going around. But Michelle, hopefully you're taking care of yourself and taking some time off. And I know it takes some time to get better. Okay, so Ron says they got her back in power. I think Amy had it too. It's definitely going around. Happened to me, but I'm not an essential worker. So Lillian's had it too. Smart TV, smart van. I'm having trouble with that one, Diane. Okay, so we know that we cannot eat polar bear liver. We know that high heels were invented originally for men. Those are the things we talked about first. We know that an octopus has 3 hearts. We know that an average person produces 2 liters of saliva per day. What's the next fun fact? Number 5. Did you know that cows have best friends? There was a study in the UK that showed cows like to hang out with their friends. They checked their pulse rate, and somehow, I don't know how they did that, and the cows that hung out with their BFS, their best friends, had lower heart rates than when they were hanging out with strange cows. See, another fun fact that you didn't know. So Tracy had it in March for about 2 weeks. My husband, myself, and my twin sister all had it. Terrible stuff. Yeah. Well, Michelle, take care of yourself, and hopefully you get well soon. Yeah, octopuses are pretty cool. When I was stationed in Okinawa, Japan, I got to see the smaller ones that were up along the coast there. Yeah, cows do like their pals, that's for sure. Makes me kind of guilty. I like steak. Is that bad? KT Spirit says, I'm still waiting for the cows to come home. Must be having a good time with friends. Aha. Good one, KT. So COVID gives you a constant headache, which Tylenol, Lillian says Tylenol helps with that. All right, so cows have best friends. You know, cows are pretty interesting creatures, pretty intelligent, and now we know that they have best friends. Did you know that cows have different accents? Cows from different parts of the country have different accents, kind of like we do. We have people from the South. We have people like Ron from Texas. We have people like Tracy back in Virginia. We have people like, I don't know if we got anybody from Canada in here today, But we have Canadian friends that have accents. And cows, I learned, also have accents. They moo with different accents depending on their place of origin. So cows are talking to each other just like we're talking to each other, I guess. And they have different accents. Oh, yeah, steak's so good. So Tracy says we raised bottle fed calves, but I couldn't make them steers to be butchered. That was our school clothes fund. That's interesting. And did you give them names, Tracy? Ron says, I don't have an accent, I just talk slow. KT says, I think I'd recognize the moo from anywhere. Yeah, me too. I couldn't tell the difference. Interesting facts, though. Interesting facts. So what time is it? It's 8:38. We're going to head up to Flagstaff here as soon as the live's over. Now, I'm talking to you through our internet equipment. This is Starlink. And so I'm going to pack Starlink up and take it with us in the RV and then try to set it up there. Southern draw. Yeah, Southern draw. That's a good question, Michelle. I wonder if cows can swear. So my sister Tanya is up in northeastern Iowa. Back from vacation and sleepy. She was down in the coast enjoying the beach, and she just got back there. So maybe Tanya, who lives up there in Iowa, could tell us whether or not cows have accents. Have you heard that, Tanya? And then we're wondering if cows can swear. Because it'd be nice to know if a cow was telling you to mm-mm as you were driving by. So now I want to know who studied cow accents. That actually was a study done in the UK somewhere. I named my last bull Ramon after a school cross. Brahma cross bull. Wow, I wonder if he was protective too of you. Everybody's saying hello to Tanya. Welcoming Tanya. Tanya's my sister up there in Iowa. So Ron has a nugget for us here. You hear about the Southern girl who talks so slow that before she could tell her fella she wasn't that kind of girl, she was. Oh, Ron, you're terrible, buddy. That's some of the shenanigans that happens on Ron Darrow Adventures every night at 9:30 Arizona time. Okay, Roy says just had a pronghorn in camp. I wonder if they have accents. That's a good question, Roy. I don't know how a pronghorn talks, but all animals talk to each other. And I think, in Arizona, I don't think we have accents here in Arizona unless we have a cowboy accent. Yeah, that would figure the UK is the one that did that study. And there we go. Fairy Dust is calling out Ron. Trouble you are. We swore when we herded cows on foot. I'm sure the neighbors heard us for miles. All right, so here's my sister Tanya weighing in. I don't think they have accents in Iowa, but we do name them all. They love their cows up in Iowa, that's for sure. Yeah, probably so, KT. Cows have British accents, now we know. It's got to be. If the people have British accents, the cows got to too. Yeah, well, hopefully we can see those too. And where we usually camp east of where Roy and Becky are, over in the forest over there, there's a lot of horses, wild horses up there around Black Canyon Lake. Okay, so Lillian, yeah, same time zone I'm on. I believe that's correct. There's Naj. Good morning, Naj. Thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate you being here. So, Naj, you'll have to go back and watch the replay because we learned a lot this morning. I'll give you a quick overview while everybody's chatting with each other. Crazy facts that prove that truth is stranger than fiction. Naj, did you know the octopus has 3 hearts? I didn't know that. They do. Naj, did you know that high heels were originally designed for men? It's true. Naj, did you know that eating polar bear's liver will make you sick and you might die? Did you know that cows have best friends? Well, they do. Cows have best friends. So, Naj, you're up to date now. That's what we learned today here on Steve's live stream. Yeah, I know. It's hard to eat them when they have names. Now, we used to keep chickens when we first moved out here, and Oki named them all. And of course, we only ate their eggs. Horses have horse jokes. I wonder if horses have accents. See, all these things make us curious and want to learn more. Yeah, I think she had a good time down there. Their family packs up and they go down there and rent. I think they usually rent a big house and they hang out on the beach and enjoy each other's company and do the family thing. See, Nosh, good thing you stopped in. Look at all those facts that you learned. Had a fabulous time at the Gulf Coast. That's great. So KT says, my lesson for the day, don't listen to what cows say. Oh, Nosh, there. Oh, I think that cow said something bad. At least the way that Naj translated it. My sister does that. Names are chickens. I can't eat them either when they have names. I know. I love learning new things. Yeah, and I think that's important. You know, I started my YouTube channel here a year and a half ago or so. And after I retired, I was looking for something to do where I can learn new things, meet some great people like everybody here today, and learning how to edit videos. And now learning how to do live streams. So I've been doing live streams here for a couple of months, and I sure do appreciate everybody giving me the support. And I certainly try to return it for everybody that's a content creator and everybody that does live streams. So thank you. Fairy Dust says, Steve, please don't find out if snakes have accents. You know what? I don't know if snakes even talk to each other. How do snakes communicate with each other? I know when you step on them, they don't like that. They'll rattle and they'll hiss and they'll bite you. But no, Tracy, I will not. Fairy Dust, Brene, I will not check that out. I'll do my best not to check that out. Yeah, if you name it, it's yours and you can't eat it. Very true. Ron is sitting on his hands right now, trying to be good. Pretty sure that's not going to last too long. Okay, Lillian, thank you very much. You have a great day. Again, thank you for your support. Have a fantastic day, Lillian. Thank you very much. Coming up on 8:47. Getting anxious. We're going to pull out of here. When I finish the live stream at 9 o'clock, I'm going to jump up on the roof, try not to fall off, take the antenna down, take the Wi-Fi router, unplug everything, roll it up, throw it in the RV, and roll out here and head north. That's what our day is going to be. And it's about, let me see here. Oh, my granddaughter says my school starts at 8:30. This is funny. I get this text. Let me move it up here. That's my granddaughter, Caitlin, 10 years old. It's me, Caitlin. No, my school starts at 8:30. She texted me. She was actually watching my live stream. Oh, grandkids are just fantastic, aren't they? She's a sweetheart. We love all our grandkids. We have 3 of them here close by, about 10 miles away, and we just love to spend time. Love to spend time with them. To be continued on Ron's channel tonight. Ron's sitting on his hands right now, so. Yeah, thanks, Tanya. We're going to go up and sit in the trees. Stay connected. Sorry, Steve, normally at work when you do your lives. It's nice to catch you today. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate that. I know Monday morning a lot of people are working, and I did it on Monday mornings to not bump into anyone else. And I'm kind of between Ava Potterfield and Friends and Roy and Becky's Travels, and so that seemed to work, and I've kind of stuck to it. Yeah, be careful up on the roof. I'm jealous. It's going to be so nice up there. Yeah, up in the forest, we just love being up there. It's fantastic. Nice and cool. It's been rainy up there. Was that an accent I heard? Could be, KT. Could be. So Landon turned 17 today and Leighton turned 6. That's family right there. That's awesome. Landon's growing up. Yeah, she was watching her grandpa. And happy birthday to Landon. And Leighton, too. Leighton's 6 years old. So we'll wish Landon and Leighton both happy birthdays. Both my nephews. Yeah, I just love my grandkids to death, for sure. All right, so we're coming up on 8:51. Anybody else doing anything fun this week? Hopefully everyone has a good week. Oh, my coffee's getting cold. Very first thing, I learned last week was chips make you fat, but these aren't on the list. So I'm eating these this week. Yummy, yummy. Happy birthday. All right. I've run out of things to talk about. Oh, I am learning a new software. I bought new software. What's it called? Filmora. Everybody that I follow who live streams, Box Fan D is one of them. I think Roy and Becky use it too. They all liked it, so I went out and got Filmora. And I typically use iMovie to do my videos on my channel. And so now I'm learning Filmora, which is a pretty good program, a lot to learn. It's different than using iMovie, and it's hopefully I can make a little better videos. So KT says I ordered a lovely new coffee grinder, Turkish style. So that'll be nice to have. Renee says, I wish I was going to the Grand Canyon. Lots to work on this week. Yeah, it should be nice up there this time of year. Tracy says, nothing fun yet, but feeling the pull to the coast. Hope I can go this fall. That would be nice. That's something Oki and I have not done. We haven't made it to the coast of Oregon, but we sure do enjoy watching videos of other people. Oh, yeah, that is good. I'm going to have some more of that. So Roy says, love Filmora. Yeah. And it has a lot more than iMovie does. In fact, let me show you guys something here real quick.
Awesome!
Isn't that cool? I made that with Filmora. That was my first try. Let me play one.
Awesome!
So those are the things I'm learning, add a little bit extra to my channel. Yeah, I think so. I think we would enjoy it out there. All right, I'm going to throw a little video up here. Ragged Top Flyby. That is that mountain behind me. You see that raggedy looking mountain back there? That's Ragged Top Mountain. And I took my drone up there and flew around the top of that mountain and got some pretty interesting video. And that was it right there. Okay, KT Spirit, you have a great day. Thank you, Naj. That came out pretty good. Now, typically with a drone, you can't go over 400 feet off the ground. They call it AGL, and that mountain is about 3,200 feet to the top of it. So I had to reset my altitude limit on the drone to get it up that high. And of course, it's pretty stressful when you're flying a $600 drone around a mountain. You don't want to lose it. All right, Tracy, thank you very much for coming in. So I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I'm going to play my outro here. Oh, let me show you one more here. See those javelina? Those were crossing the road just off our property, and I had to actually stop for them. Yeah, definitely worth it for that shot, Tracy. That was good. We have Doreen just popped in. Good morning, Doreen. Thank you very much for joining us. We're just wrapping this up here at the top of the hour. So everyone, be sure to go over and raid Roy and Becky's Travels. They're going to start here at 10 o'clock Arizona time, just about an hour from now. So go over and say hello. Now, Becky just got back she went to Indiana to take care of some personal business, and she just got back and she has joined Roy up there in the camping area where they're staying. Oh, thank you so much, Tracy. Appreciate that. Hey, Tracy, you'll be the first one. That's why I made this one right here.
Awesome!
Thank you very much, Tracy. Appreciate that. Everyone have a fantastic week. Diane, thank you, Diane, for coming in. Appreciate you always being here. And Doreen, thank you for coming in. Ah, yes. Okay, I'm going to start my outro. Everyone have a fantastic week. I'm going to try to do a video on the setup of Starlink up there in the forest, and hopefully that works out well, and I can show Roy and Becky how it works so they can make their decision whether they're going to purchase one as well. So everyone have a great week. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time.